So monTEK recently sent me out their TV wall mount, and today I'm going to show you exactly how I installed it. I'm also going to show you exactly how it operates and all of the movement that you're going to get with this mount. Anyways, let's go ahead, go back in time and talk about that unboxing and the assembly. So when it came to the unboxing, it came with just a smaller box. It wasn't too hard to get in the house on my own, and everything was packaged very nicely. I didn't see any dents on any of the metal. All of the parts were still in the box, and it also had some very clear instructions and even a template. So for step number one, we're going to install these TV brackets right here. But in order to do that, we need to figure out what size screw that they used for the VESA mounts. So we're gonna try M4, M6, and M8. I'm gonna assume it's probably M4 though. So I went ahead and took out one of the screws that was already in the TV for the VESA mount, and I just compared it, and it looks like MC is going to be the best bet. They also do show us how to install the TV bracket dependent on where our mounting holes are. Our TV is going to look more like this one, so we're gonna pay attention to specifically use this notch and one of those holes up there. Also, if you guys run into issues where the bracket is not able to lay flat on the TV, maybe because you have wires like this or a curved TV, they give you a bunch of these washers to separate the bracket a little further from the back of the TV. All right, so make sure that the hooks are going down. We want the longer notches on the bottom side of the TV. Because of my lights, I'm probably gonna use some of these spacers here. And real quick, this is the bolt that came with the TV mount, but I'm actually gonna use this bolt that came on the TV because it's a little longer. So we're gonna start with this washer going on. Then we're gonna drop it on the bracket. We're gonna put that spacer on the back, and we're gonna go ahead and start screwing this into the back of the TV. All right, so now we're gonna do the same exact thing, and we're gonna get our spacer. We're gonna put it in behind here and just start hand tightening this bolt first, then we'll get that screwdriver out. All right, so that's what one side should look like. Now we're gonna go do the exact same thing over here. So when you're done mounting the TV brackets on the back of the TV, it should look something like so. Now we're gonna start installing the actual mount onto the wall. So next up, we're gonna figure out the distance between our studs. So I'm going to use a stud finder and a pencil to mark where the studs are. All right, so I know that there's a stud right here. So I'm gonna just carefully outline it, putting an X in the center of the stud. Then it looks like we have another stud right here. So when I measure from center to center, it looks like we actually have 16-inch centers. All right, so now that I know where the studs are on this wall, we're gonna try to figure out the height. So I did some measuring and try to figure out where the top of the TV would be. And I know if I put the mount holes right about here, it's gonna get us where we want. So I'm gonna go ahead and relocate those studs. They should line up right there and there. Then we're gonna make sure that this is level before we do any drilling. All right, so now we're just gonna put a level on our little template here, and I can see right where the studs are. So I'm gonna go ahead and mark the drill spot locations. All right, so that looks pretty good to me. And they do recommend drilling with a 1/4-inch bit. And then we're gonna use WA and WC to actually install all of the bolts and washers. All right, so we got our 1/4-inch drive here, and now we're just going to drill out the holes that we just marked. All right, so it should look something like so. Now we're gonna go ahead and get the actual mount and start screwing in the bolts. All right guys, so next up we're gonna use the lag screws, and we're gonna put this in with a 13mm socket. All right, so before you guys tighten it down fully, just put the level on here and make sure that it is still looking level before you guys tighten it all the way down. All right guys, so next we're gonna get the TV and we're just gonna rest it on these 2 bars. All right, so we just got the TV on. You could see how it's resting on here. Now it's really important to make sure it's centered. And then once it's centered, we're gonna flip these arms up, and there's a little bolt that we're gonna put in over here to lock it. So the little bolt looks like this, and then you guys will just screw this into place with your hands. And you'll do this on both sides. That's what the other one's gonna look like. It's the same exact process. All right, so that's how you guys mount the TV onto the wall. Now I'm gonna go ahead and clean up some of this mess, get it organized, and show you all of the movement functions that this mount has. All right, so about an hour later, I got all of the wire management basically complete. I am gonna have to get a couple longer wires. Right now I have the TV pushed out about as far as I would ever actually want it. And as you guys could see, some of these wires are a little tight. So I'm gonna have to run an outlet to right there to get some more length. And after I do that, I'll be able to tuck these wires in these little wire raceways to get them out of the way. So I used a little cable hider right there, and I'll show you what it looks like when I push the TV back. But we also do have adjustments right here for the tilt. All right, so let's go ahead and push this against the wall, and I'll show you what it looks like in all of the movement. So this is a 75-inch TV, so it's a little on the larger side. And I'm gonna show you how it moves around. So I'm able to do it all on my own. And right now I'm just pressing kind of in the center. So we could do tilt up and down like that. And this would probably be where I keep it most of the time, trying to make sure everything's centered. All right, so when I sit down on the couch, that's what it looks like now. I was able to hide all of the wires in that little raceway, and I think that that looks so much better. I'm also able to just get way closer to the wall with this mount versus having it on legs on the actual entertainment center right here. So you can see just how close it gets to the wall. It's pretty impressive. And you guys can angle the TV 5 degrees either direction. We could even move the TV like this and face it all the way to that side of the room, just in case someone's watching something very specific or they're playing games and they have a favorite spot over there, they want to sit over there, you can just move the TV. It's really nice for getting rid of glares as well. So if there's a glare from like a window, you guys can sometimes play around with the angle of the TV to get a better angle. So overall, this was a really easy to install TV mount, and it could also handle a lot of weight. So it's really heavy duty. They give us a bunch of extra bolts and screws just in case we don't have the right sizes. And it also has several different ways that you guys could mount it to your wall. So anyways, that's it for my really quick review.